Welcome to Viola World, bringing you all the latest news on Fiorentina from the Rocco B. Commisso Viola Park. It was a very good week for the Viola, who managed to qualify to the round of 16, winning the group in the UEFA Europa Conference League, and so not having to go through the extra match in the next round. And just as important, the victory at the weekend against Hellas Verona with a very hard-fought game and 3 points for the Viola. Let's go straight into that with a look at the highlights. The last home game at the Franchi before Christmas for Fiorentina starts in the worst possible way, with Pietro Terracciano conceding a penalty after less than a minute. But from that moment onwards, it's Pietro Terracciano Day. Man of the match performance, saving the penalty, then with a second fantastic save, keeping Fiorentina on the draw. There's more great Terracciano saves coming up. Phenomenal performance by the Fiorentina number one. Just look at this. Phenomenal save there by Pietro Terracciano. That's an absolute beauty. Goes down to his right. After a bad start comes a fantastic performance. And once again, simply unbeatable, Terracciano. Fiorentina start playing the football in the second half, created chances. Here's Icone. His curler goes wide, but it's a sign that the Viola, after a difficult first half, managed to attack. Here's Kwame. And then Nzola, unable to get to the ball. Sorry, that was, of course, Icone. Then another chance in. Mandragora finds Montipò, but it's the sign of things to come. It's the sign that Fiorentina are amassing chances. And then with 12 minutes to go, this happens. A bit of everything in the box until Beltran. Top corner. Second goal in Serie A for Lucas Beltran. This one is absolutely crucial. It's worth 3 points for Fiorentina. And what a strike that was. Gets a little bit of a deflection and beats Montipò. A much-needed goal for the Viola. And a very difficult afternoon against a tough side like Hellas Verona. Former Fiorentina player Saponara, who got a great reception, tries his luck at the end. But Fiorentina got all 3 points and climb to 27 points thanks to Lucas Beltran, who scored the winner, and of course to Pietro Terracciano and all his fantastic saves. Pietro Terracciano was at the center of attention also in the post-match press conference. Let's have a look at what Vincenzo Italiano had to say.
È successo che oggi Pietro nei primi minuti
Pietro Terracciano in the opening minutes did the good and the bad at the start, saving the penalty and then making another 2 or 3 crucial saves.
Penso che per la prima volta un po' di stanchezza l'abbiamo.
For the first time we showed some fatigue at the start of the game.
Quando ha cambiato un po' sistema e messo
Since they changed their system in recent weeks, I knew Verona could do well. They have plenty of quick players up front. They play with a lot of strikers, and they can also go with long balls to find directly Djuric, which means it's harder for us to press them. We struggled at first and managed to turn things around. There's nothing against Nzola and Maxime Lopez, who had to come off at half-time, but we needed something different in the second half, with 2 midfielders to work differently down the middle. This time around it went our way. We found the goal and we got the 3 points. Other times we deserved more. 3 crucial points for Fiorentina, who, like we said, managed to keep going in the Coppa Italia a couple of weeks ago with the victory over Parma. Then with the draw at Ferencváros midweek in the Conference League, managed to get to the round of 16 of the competition, and now the focus for a month or so is on Serie A. So these 3 points are absolutely crucial. Fiorentina will then go to play at Monza just before Christmas on Friday night on the 22nd of December, and then the last home game of the year of 2023 is against Torino at the Stadio Franchi. In these 3 points, of course, like we said, the main man was Pietro Terracciano, the goalkeeper. We spoke to him after the game. Let's have a look at what he had to say.
Sì, una vittoria da squadra vera, da gruppo vero. Sapevamo già prima della partita.
It's a real team win. It was a big win. We knew before the game it would have been a tough match against a tough opponent who is doing well. We take these 3 points and we need to be really, really happy for these 3 points. During the league, during the course of the season, it's important to win these games in this way. It's important for the position we have in the league. So that was a very happy Pietro Terracciano. There was a different goalkeeper and a very good performance on Thursday night as well by Oliver Christensen, who has become sort of the cup man after his heroics against Parma in the Coppa Italia. He did very well in the Conference League at Ferencváros, where Fiorentina went down and then, thanks to his saves, stayed in the game and eventually managed to get the point they needed. Before going into the Conference League and a couple of pictures from that night, there was another bit of stuff happening just before the match against Hellas Verona with Nico Gonzalez and Martinez Quarta celebrating 2 great landmarks. Here's Martinez Quarta reaching 100 games with Fiorentina, the hug with Director General Joe Barone. And here's Nico Gonzalez, who will of course have to go through the time it takes to recover from the injury. So he wasn't playing at the weekend, the injury he got at Ferencváros. Happy moment for Nico Gonzalez as well, who reached 100 games with Fiorentina at Ferencváros in the UEFA Europa Conference League. Of course, he had to come out with an injury. There he is. He started the match, a match that Fiorentina, like we saw in recent weeks in other games as well, struggled at first, but then eventually found their feet. And it was thanks to Luca Ranieri, who finds his 3rd goal in the UEFA Europa Conference League, that Fiorentina eventually managed to equalize and get the crucial point. A point is what was needed to top Group F, and then that way not having to go through the playoff to go to the round of 16. So a good result, one better on last season where Fiorentina came 2nd in the Europa Conference League group. Here's Luca Ranieri celebrating a big moment for him, his 3rd Conference League goal of the season, taking Fiorentina to the round of 16 of the Conference League. Also thanks, like we said, to Oliver Christensen, who of course was vital with plenty of saves. And here's the Fiorentina players saluting the fans. Speaking of fans, we know how important it is for fans at Fiorentina to help out the team at home, at the Franchi. We saw that away games as well. At the Franchi, Fiorentina will be playing at 6:30 p.m. CET on the 29th of December at the Stadio Franchi against Torino, the last home game of the season. And of course, let me reiterate how important it is for people to be there and how fun it is if you're in Florence to enjoy a match at the Stadio Franchi. One last thing before it's goodbye and of course the season's greetings. Before the match and at halftime, there were some Santa Clauses at the Stadio Franchi collecting money for charity. So it's bye-bye from me. See you in the new year. Happy New Year. Season's greetings. Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. It's bye-bye. And I'll leave you with the Santa Clauses at the Stadio Franchi.